Okay. Okay. So we had to change gears because we were on our iPad. And now oh yeah, we have someone who joined us.
Hi.
And now we're on our phone. So that's okay. But I'm Kia Jarman, and I manage the social media for Artober. So happy Artober.
Happy Artober 1st, everyone.
And this is Rebecca Barrios, and I'll let them tell you, you'll tell who you are.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Barrios. I'm the Director of Community Engagement at the Metro Nashville Arts Commission.
So we wanted to do a Periscope, our first Periscope. Is this your first Periscope?
It's my first
It's
Periscope.
my first Periscope. I scope, so I watch. This is our first Periscope, and we're excited to kick off the month with Artober. We'll let a few more people join in. Oh, we have hearts. Yay! That means people are joining us and they're tapping. That's great. Invite your friends. So on iPhone, I believe you swipe to the right to invite friends. On Android, you swipe up to invite your friends. So yay, we're so excited people are joining with us. We're going to talk about Artober. So I'm going to ask Rebecca the big question. What is Artober? What is all this hype that's happening throughout the month of October?
So Artober is our moment in time in Nashville to celebrate our really vibrant and robust arts and cultural scene. It also happens to be National Arts and Humanities Month, as declared by the President of the United States and the National Endowment of the Arts every year. So to celebrate that locally, we decided to have a month-long celebration in October to highlight all of the great things going on in Nashville.
Yay! We see a lot of hearts. Keep giving us hearts.
Feeling the love today.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's so exciting to participate in Artober. And I think sometimes people think it's one place or one thing. So it's a lot of events that are happening throughout the month. So talk about the events that we have going on.
Yeah, so Artober Nashville, as we said, it's a month-long celebration. So we have a calendar on our website, artobernashville.com, that is powered by our partner, nowplayingnashville.com, where anyone in the city can post their arts and cultural events that are happening. So last year we had over 1,000 events that made up the Artober Nashville celebration. So literally there is something every day for you to enjoy, and in all parts of the city. So it's really about you kind of creating your own Artober experience based on things that you want to experience, whether it's visual arts, music, theater, dance, printmaking. There's something for everybody to enjoy.
Hi, Vince. I think I saw someone in who shouted out Artober. Thank you so much for the love. We appreciate you for that. So switching gears just a little bit, we finished, Metro Arts finished the, good morning, Shayna.
Good morning.
Finished the strategic plan in April of this year. And there were some particular pillars that came out of that I think we're going to bridge into this month as well. So we're going to talk about 3 particular things, and tell us a little bit about those message points that we're going to talk about this month.
Sure. So kind of the 3 stools of our strategic plan, Crafting a Creative City, relate to our creative workforce and how important that is for the economy in the Nashville region. Also, we're really invested in vibrant creative neighborhoods in Nashville. So that's one thing we're going to really be focusing on this month, is so that you can experience the arts and culture where you live, work, or play. The third kind of area that we're going to talk about this month in Artober is about cultural equity. We've had so many new people moving to Nashville that we're just really invested in making sure that the arts reflect the community and that they're welcoming to all Nashvillians.
So we're going to do some great Twitter chats about this. I'm excited about it. We will be leading the conversation in that space. So we'll give you some dates. They'll be the 2nd and 3rd week of October, really to talk about a couple of those, cultural equity and then a creative economy as well. And I think Nashville's ready for that conversation. So I'm glad that Metro Arts is being a leader in the conversation. So tell us about... Give us some highlights, like not necessarily your favorites, because I know we don't know your favorites. I'll give kind of a couple things that I'm excited about seeing, but tell us some of the exciting things that are happening throughout the month. There are some really cool programs. Maybe let's start with Bonnaroo. The Bonnaroo program. So
we got a grant from the Bonnaroo Artworks Foundation, and we're really excited because that money went to commission artists to create new works that respond to pieces in our public art collection. So we have poems, short story, some musical compositions that are all being created in response to those artists' favorite pieces of public art. So on our explorenashvilleart.com platform, you'll be able to visit those pieces on the online platform, and then hear whether it's the poetry reading or the new musical work. And then we'll have a live performance of William Moon's piece during the Symphony Free Day on October 10th.
And another one of my faves, which is TEDx. Creole, the salon event that they do at the end of the month. So talk a little bit about TEDx, and I think what my most exciting part is going to be is our youth poet laureate. Please say her name for me.
So Lagnajita Mukhopadhyay.
I have seen her at this point twice at the mayor's, Megan Barry's inauguration event, and I saw her at Mayor Carl Dean's, kind of his last hurrah as mayor, when he was talking about here are the things he's done over his 8 years. And so she's absolutely phenomenal. She's so petite, but so much power comes out of her. So talk a little bit about TEDx and what's going to happen.
Sure. So this is a partnership that we have with TEDx Nashville.
She is a great poet.
She is. Very, very talented young lady. So our partnership with TEDx, we have what they call a salon event. So it's very similar to what you might experience at a TEDx Nashville main event. But this is one evening. It'll be on October 24th. We're focusing on creativity and social justice and cultural equity for that evening. So we have the San Francisco Bay Area artist Walter Hood, who is also the artist behind our civil rights public art piece, mm-hmm. Witness Walls. We'll have a hip hop artist from Memphis, Marco Pave. We'll have the artist duo Robin Paris and Tom Williams that are doing some really unique visual artwork within prisons and people that are incarcerated, and then Don Schlosser, who is the choral director for Nashville in Harmony.
There are a couple. I'm looking at, like, my eyes are kind of on fire in a great way at how many amazing things are happening throughout the month. There's a public art installation happening now in real time. You can see a photo of that later today on our Instagram page. But talk about Sticks just for a second, because I know that it's not so Artober specific, but it is a public art piece, and we want to talk about what's happening in our city.
Sure. So Sticks is our latest public art installation that is happening on the Korean Veterans Boulevard roundabout near the Music City Center. That has been years in the making, so it's actually really exciting that we have a public art installation during Artober, because you can't always time things that way. But that is by artist Christian Moeller, and they are 70-foot tall poles made out of native hardwoods that are painted with these really beautiful blue and green and kind of an orangish red color. So there are 27 of them, I believe, that are going up in that space. So it's really beautiful, and I drive by it daily on my way to work, so it's really neat to see that come together.
For those of you who are joining us, happy Artober. Thank you for joining in with us, or if you're watching later, you're scoping with us later, then we're talking about Artober, and we're talking about all the great things that are happening throughout the month of October in Nashville, celebrating arts and culture in our city, which I think is amazing. We have a really cool partnership with NECAT mm-hmm. that I think that we started last year that I really want to talk about a little bit this year. And NECAT, of course, has three stations, 3 community access stations here, channel 9, 10, and 19. I believe. And what will they be doing with us this year?
Yeah, so you don't even have to leave the comfort of your living room to experience Artober Nashville. NECAT generously offers programming every evening from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on their channels, highlighting and showcasing videos of local artists and performers. So definitely encourage you to tune in for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can tune in on your computer as well, or as your mobile device. So you don't necessarily have to even have a television to be successful. Thank you for all the hearts. That's so awesome. And they're purple hearts, which I love. Thank you for that. And then something that I've never got to participate in, but I can't wait to do it this year, which is the print crawl. So let's talk a little bit about the print crawl and how exciting that is for our city to really embrace all types of art mediums. I think sometimes we think of art just as visual or just as performance, but this is a really cool form of art as well.
Yeah, I mean, we have such a strong printmaking community in Nashville, and I just love that they were inspired by Artober Nashville and decided to create this event. This will be the third year of the Nashville Print Crawl. So it's on October 17th this year, and basically a lot of the print shops in town open up their doors for the community to come in and experience printmaking for yourself. So it's kind of like a scavenger hunt, progressive dinner, really cool event. You get a piece of paper, and then as you visit each of the print shops, you get to make your own artwork that it's an iterative piece. So at the end, you have this beautiful artwork that you've made by visiting all of the print shops.
Is there anything else you want to talk about? I know that Thrive has some things going on this month, and there are some other cool programs that you'll have.
Yeah, well, I also want to say is as part of the print crawl, we have another Our Town public art project. This is with Bryce McLeod and Isle of Printing that we commissioned, and so he'll be doing these really cool live public art performances using really large stamps. And this was inspired by the Our Town project he did last year, really working with the community and doing self-portraits. So that is just really exciting for us, and hopefully there'll be some other ways to experience Bryce's performance throughout the month as well. And I also kind of wanted to talk about Thrive. I'm glad you mentioned that. We have a microfunding program called Thrive that funds artist-driven projects that engage community in the neighborhood level. So that funding is available for people to apply for if you have an idea of how to engage your community or your neighborhood in the arts. Definitely look us up on our artsnashville.org website. And there is one example of that's happening this month with the North Wall Fest. So artist Jamal Jenkins is bringing together street artists to have kind of a street art festival in North Nashville. So that'll be happening. They'll be starting to paint pretty soon, and then it'll culminate in a festival October 24th and 25th where the community come out and see all of this great street art.
Hey, Stephanie, I saw S.R. McCullough join in, so we appreciate you for joining with us. Anything else you want to talk about or share with the people before we kind of wrap up and share how they can find out more information about us?
Yeah, I mean, please continue to visit our website, artobernashville.com, for events, because new events are being added every day. We'll be out and about at different points throughout the month. Come visit us at Celebrate Nashville this Saturday and at the downtown art crawl. And then definitely follow our conversations on Twitter and Facebook. And if you have some great pictures and videos that you want to post, you can tag us on Instagram and YouTube.
Absolutely. One of the questions I get sometimes is, how do I get involved in Metro Arts? How do I get involved in the conversation of arts and culture in the city of Nashville? I'm a leader in some way and I want to do that. Can you give a couple of tips of ways? I know you're now managing a bigger department, and so as an example, when I first started working with Metro Arts, or one of the first engagements we had was I was a judge for the grants panel. Yeah. So it was a great place, a great entry point for me to have a relationship with Metro Arts as a former artist, the artist formerly known as Kia, I guess, in my former life. So it was great to get engaged. But how can people get engaged?
Yeah, sure. I mean, definitely joining the conversation, as I mentioned, on social media is a really great way to kind of be a part of what we're talking about and what we're trying to do in the city. We have email, kind of two different email newsletters that you can be a part of. One is our Arts Alert, which kind of, broadcasts big events and things that are happening with our agency. And then we also have Arts Buzz, which is really directed towards practicing artists and creative class, with opportunities for how you might be able to further develop your craft or your career. And then, as Kia mentioned, I mean, at various points throughout the year, we're always looking for people to serve on our community panels that help determine scores for our grants process and also public art selection process.
Absolutely. Let me tell you about that arts buzz. You guys should really be signing up for that, because although I'm not a practicing artist in that way, I'm a communicator, so it's a little different, but I love to read about what's happening across the country. So the fact that right here in our own backyard we have a platform through Metro Arts Art Buzz is so empowering to you as an artist. Artober, as Stephanie saw her, she made a little note. Artober is a great way to get involved. Artober Nashville is a great way to understand that arts is for everyone. Arts should be accessible for everyone. Arts should be an opportunity for conversations for everyone. It's a great platform for that. So as Rebecca mentioned, please join us on Twitter. We're at Artober Nash. Of course, you're on Periscope. So we'll be periscoping throughout the month of some of these great events that are happening, interviews, things like we're doing today, but also just visuals so that you can also understand or be in real time with the event without even having to leave your home, or if you're traveling or if you're out of town, things like that. Find us on Facebook, Artober Nashville there, and then our website, artobernashville.com. And then I want to drop maybe a little bit of a really cool thing, which is which Rebecca mentioned earlier, which is explorenashvilleart.com has some really great deals and discounts. So I'm not telling a lot of people. I'm only telling my people who participate in Artober with us, but there are some really great discounts from the Symphony and from the Frisk. They're giving away a free adult admission for the month, throughout the month. I went on there last night to just look, and there's just so many deals and discounts that you should be participating in, that you should be getting access to. And so explorenashvilleart.com, and then the calendar of the almost 1,000 events that we had last year, and we'll have more this year, I'm sure, at artobernashville.com.
Yeah.
Are we good? We
yeah.
said all things?
I think we did. Just, get out there and enjoy arts and culture and all the array of experiences that are offered this month, and be sure to join the conversation about how important the arts are to our community.
Thank you, Shayna. Thank you for joining. Be sure to keep up with us. Our hashtag, let me share that on all of our platforms, is at our hashtag Artober Nashville. We'll see you at the Art Crawl this weekend. We'll see you at Celebrate Nashville. We'll see you at the Tenney Contemporary for Jamal Sheets event. The International Black Film Festival. I'm just rattling off some events that I know are happening this weekend. So there's lots of things happening. And we'll be in tune with you throughout the month, maybe doing another Periscope or two.